continues at Peach Jam. The stars, the scouts, and the fans are all having a ball, while some of these teams are playing to keep their hopes alive to make the weekend. After dropping their first two games of the week, Grovetown's Darion Reed and Team Thad were looking to get in the win column against the NJ Scholars. The Scholars are pushing the pace here, and a couple of nice passes lead to this layup by Terry Copeland. But do you know what happens when you get caught sleeping on defense? You get dunked on by Rakees Passmore. That's how you send a message in basketball speak. A few possessions later, some crispy ball movement by Team Thad helps Passmore again set up for this three, but this time he calls three-ball corner pocket. Team Thad picks up their first win at Peach Jam, 67-59. Their late-game execution was on point, which wasn't the case in their previous two games, but it all seems to be coming together for Team Thad.
When we click once, we'll keep clicking. It's like a puzzle. You find one piece, get the next piece, and we just keep going. And that's how we're going to build onto it.
We looked at the first two games and seen the mistakes that we made, and we made sure not to make them a third time. We just wanted to go in there, hold the ball, get a shot deep into the shot clock, and just play it the right way.
Team Thad's next game is on Thursday at 4:30 against the Florida Rebels. It's time to make way because here comes the king. Court number one was packed to see the one and only LeBron James coach his youngest son Bryce and their team strive for greatness when they went head-to-head with the Florida Rebels in the 16-year-old division. Late in the second half, Bryce James hits his defender with the crossover and then pulls up off the screen. Bryce is stunting like his daddy with that mid-range jumper. This was a one-score game in the closing seconds, but the Rebels were methodical when it mattered most, and Donovan Williams Jr. played a big role in that. Strive for Greatness comes up on the wrong side of a 72-67 final score, falling for the first time at this Peach Jam. But make no mistake, Bron and Bryce weren't the only big names in attendance. 9-year-old and Augusta native Zeke Wozniak is in the building there, and outside rather, playing with the balls, doing some great stuff right there. We have now, you might remember Bryce because of his ability to make trick shots and because of his crazy handles. Zeke has been coming to Peach Jam for the last couple of years now, and every time that he walks through those doors, his passion for one day getting the chance to play in Peach Jam grows.
That would be probably the most amazing thing I've ever experienced. My goal is to get to the NBA, so that would just be a huge step for me getting into Peach Jam.
It's so awesome seeing a little kid who's 9 years old being able to inspire us as adults. And our goal is to encourage other parents out there to seek your kids' passion.
Zeke and his family are going to Wild Adventure to spend some time with the Harlem Globetrotters, who he says inspired him to work on his trick shots and his fancy moves. Now that's it for sports, and Riley's back, and while we are really happy to see Riley back in the building, we are sad to know